University protests continue to spread across the nation. A local group says it's aiming to spread its message in a peaceful way as talks of a ceasefire in Gaza continue. KNWA's Brianna Moore spoke with that organization today. She joins us in studio with more. Brianna.
I spoke with one member of the Friends of Palestine NWA organization who tells me their goal is to educate while raising awareness in a peaceful manner right here in NWA.
These are peaceful events where people are trying to demand justice so that peace can actually exist.
This is Jesse Buchanan, a member of the Friends of Palestine NWA organization. Buchanan says the group works to educate the local community.
Number one is raising awareness about the issues going on in Palestine right now, because I think a lot of our community members tend to think that that's something very far away and not something that has something to do with us.
But Buchanan says this is not always the case.
We actually do have a pretty large Arab population and just a refugee population in Fayetteville and Northwest Arkansas in general.
He says that friends he has made in NWA have been affected directly.
I know that I have friends who their relatives have been kidnapped by the Israeli military with no cause and no reason for why they were detained, and nobody was told where they were taken. They just disappeared.
As part of the mission of Friends of Palestine NWA is advocating for those that feel like they may not have a voice.
And I know that there are many Palestinian people in our community who are constantly in fear of losing their entire family at this point.
When I sat down with Buchanan to ask about the recent protests sparking across the country on several university campuses, he says that he advocates for peaceful protests but is inspired by students using their voice to stand up.
I think that it's inspiring to a large extent to see young people who are using their education to actually make the judgment call of, I have been educated in these topics and I know right from wrong, and it is time for me to step up and be an adult and take a stand.
As far as local protests, there have been no protests at the University of Arkansas, but I reached out to the university and I received this from John Thomas, manager of University Communications. He said in part the University of Arkansas works to protect freedom of speech for our campus community while preserving the campus for its primary purpose of education. Students may assemble peacefully to express their views in accordance with the university's facilities use policies and state law. We'll have all of that information over on our website, knwa.com. Reporting in studio, Brianna Moore, KNWA, Northwest Arkansas News.
Thanks, Brianna. The city of